What's happening, guys? My name is Jamie, this is the Norwich Reptile Shed, and in this video we're going to get started on the pine snake vivarium. Okay, so this is a really cool build. Not only are we going to be building a really cool vivarium for a pine snake, which has gone down really well in the past. I've got loads of cool wood that I've got. We get to do a slightly different substrate and just change it up a bit from what we've been doing recently with the false water cobras and stuff like that. But it also is really quite a significant milestone, because it is the last 6-foot vivarium on the wall, and it's one of the last custom vivariums that I've got left in this shed to build before I start then working on the smaller ones and doing some 4-foot stuff. But yeah, the vision of this whole wall being like done is almost there, and yeah, it's just going to be awesome to walk in and just see 6-foot vivariums that are just on a gigantic scale compared to, you know, what the standard is for them, for the actual snakes that are inside them, plus all the other stuff that's behind me as well with the royal pythons and the boigers. So yeah, this is a real big milestone when this is done, which is probably why I'm doing it so quickly, because I'm super excited with this one. So yeah, let's stop talking about it and get cracking. Okay, so this shouldn't be a site that should be new to anyone on this channel by now. We have an empty 6-foot vivarium. For those who don't know, this is actually just shy of 6 foot because it had to fit between the other two that I've got. So it's just shy of 6 foot. It's 2.5 foot deep and it's 3 foot tall. So yeah, it goes with all of these other lovely ones. But we are in the last build video for this whole stack. We varnished it. We got the stain on, sealed it. Everything's ready in that respect in terms of the wood, but there is one job that is missing to get this thing rocking and rolling, and that is to seal the base. Once that's sealed, we can then work on a background. So yeah, before we do anything, we need to get the bottom stuff done. I'm not going to go into too much in depth of this stuff. I've just filmed the background tutorial, and last year I filmed a waterproofing of vivarium. So I've got loads of builds as well that cover all of these things. So so yeah, let's get this stuff in and let's get cracking. that's 2 layers of grout on here, so now I've just got to add the final coat and then get painting and sealing. Okay guys, it's time to do some painting. So I'm going to hit it with this child paint, yeah, just acrylic paint from any old shop that sells stuff for kids to paint with. So yeah, I'm just going to water it down with a little bit of water and spray it on, and all the black will go into the crevices, and hopefully it will just make the background pop a little bit more. Okay, I am happy with that. The actual paint, again, it looks much better to the real eye, but I'm really happy with it. So what I'm going to do now is hit it with some varnish. I'm going to use the polyurethane varnish. I'm going to do it all outside, and then I can glue it in place in sort of like, you know, the next day. So that'd be cool. So let's get some varnish on it, and then I'll meet you back in the shed and we'll stick it to the wall. Okay, so before I put the background in, I just want to get a light fitted, and it'll make it just a little bit easier to see what we're doing, and it'll be the last step of this build for this video. So I'm going to get the light in and then we'll put the background in, but before we do that, we've got to do some electrics. Same as I do all my builds, I'm going to run a length of cable from the top and have a plug on top of that. That's then going to go into a junction box, and it will then come out and go to my light and my UV light. So they're all powered off of the one plug, and then my heat is done separately. So I'll just get this all fitted and then we'll get the background in. Okay, the lights are on. Well, the LED light's on, no UV yet. Last job, let's get this background fitted, have a little look, and we'll wrap this video up. Nice one. And there we go, guys. It's in. That's a big old job done. Looks quite shiny on the video. It has got more varnish on it than I would normally put on. And I think that's just because it was outside and I was sort of putting it on quite thick, thinking that it wouldn't be as shiny, but that's okay. I can live with that, and if I can't, I can just sort of scuff it up with a bit of really fine sandpaper, so not the end of the world. But yeah, that's in, and that is going to complete this video. So while we're here, I'll just quickly tell you what we're going to do in part 2 to get this all done. We've got to put the vents in, we've got to put the glass runners in, we've got to measure for the glass, get the glass, and then substrate, decor, heating, UV lighting. Oh, it's going to be a big one, next one, but yeah, that'll all be in the next video. So there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that one. Remember, if you want to see more in-depth videos on how I do the backgrounds, how I do the vivarium lining, all that kind of stuff, then check out the other videos on the channel. And while you're at it, please hit that like, subscribe button. And if you want to support the channel even further, head over to Patreon, where for £3 a month, I can put your name at the start of each video. So thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll catch you in the next video.